Tony Williams, The Concept, Part 7. And this is the Ride Cymbal, one that people seem to be always interested in. Just to remind you, this isn't a how to play like Tony Williams tutorial. The idea is to show people how you might go about researching a drummer and picking up the bits and pieces like I've done here, and then apply it to the drum set, with the goal being to grasp the concept and to kind of put yourself in the shoes of that player and the way that they think and approach the drums. What you take from it and choose to use is up to you. But this certainly isn't not trying to become a Tony Williams clone. They're already out there. Some are actually quite high profile. I find it all a bit cringy to be almost sitting like Tony Williams, playing like Tony Williams, setting up the drum kit, having black dot heads and so on. But each to their own. It's still a lot of work, and it still shows something. So the camera cut out because I use the high-tech Apple +6, whatever the fuck it is. And someone had to call, didn't they? I did this for 38 minutes. Decided not to do it again. Someone called after about 8.5 minutes, so you've got about 8 minutes of it, of someone playing the ride cymbal. And part of doing this is also, I guess, in response to the whole online world of nonsense drum lessons and endless music lessons and companies that are monopolizing it and kind of creating a one-size-fits-all homogenous way of learning the drums, which I don't think you need any of it, and actually it's probably a waste of time. A bit like learning tunes. Well, it's better to learn the tunes by listening to them, by developing your ear and listening to them, than the real book. Because any of you who've worked in the real book know that it's just so much of it's wrong. And they spell the chords, they put extensions on the chords when the extension is just the melody. You know, it's a G7 sharp 5, but the melody notes are the sharp 5. So the chord is a G7. So I've been playing guitar. A couple of notes on this one. I haven't played for about a week. I did this yesterday. I hadn't played for about a week. Just stuff going on. It happens. But I do these anyway, to show you what it's really like, because these things can be used as great maintenance exercises as well once you get them happening. And you can do them forever and ever and ever. There's always something to do. And you don't need to do a million different things. Again, it's this concept that we're trying to understand. So for me, a couple of things that happen. Fatigue. So if you are gripping with a firm stick and you're playing from the back of the hand, there's a certain thing that happens after a while. Once that gets comfortable, it's a feeling. I can't describe it. You just have to do it. If in my case, I hadn't played for a week, so I'm a bit cold, and it took a while to sort of get that feeling again. So what would start to happen is, instead of this kind of, form playing out of the back of the hand here, with the thumb on top, quite firm. As I'd fatigue, this would start to kind of crimp in, and the thumb would want to slip off the stick, so you'd have to readjust. And this is where you might just slow down and speed up. Some people have this idea that if you're going to start a new tempo, you need to stop and sort of count it. I think that's rubbish. The idea here is to keep playing for the full length of time. So if you're trying to start to play a bit more up-tempo and you do a few minutes and you're fatiguing, just slow down again and get the feel back. The other thing was when I started to incorporate the drums at the end. It's not in the video. I'll leave the audio though. I noticed the form on that right hand, so you're trying to play with this sort of back of the hand form. And if I came over to do something on the snare or on toms, the form would change, and you just do a few little funny things that I noticed, like just weird. So again, I just look at that and stop for a sec and do these transitions to different drums and things, and look at the form and make sure it's it's the same. No matter what drum you're hitting, the grip, the form is always the same, which I spoke about in earlier videos. I think that's about it. I've got another spoken word video coming up. Let me know if the spoken word ones are interesting, or if you prefer them always to have musical examples. But I just like to have a rant sometimes, and I've got a few things to say. So this is what you would do. Go listen to Tony's sound. Once again, this isn't an attempt to copy Tony Williams, or I'm not going to buy a ride cymbal that sounds like his and all of that. We're applying the concept, and this is my interpretation of that concept based on information I've picked up, mainly online and through listening. Because it's my belief that you don't really need all the lessons. You need to find someone whose approach and style and sound and everything you like, and go and study with them and just stick at that. So the next spoken word video will address some of that. Let me know in the comments if it's helpful, or if you've got anything to add, anything I've missed out. And this is Tony Williams, The Concept, Part 7, the Ride Cymbal. Enjoy.